Hello and welcome to Reason News. Today we're diving into Donald Trump's historic return to the presidency as he was sworn in as the 47th President of the United States. The World Economic Forum released their Future of Jobs report for 2025. South Korea's impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol has been formally arrested. Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom are reuniting 11 years after their split in the new trailer of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And lastly, we give you an update in the world of sport. Donald Trump's historic return to the presidency as he was sworn in as the 47th President of the United States. Due to frigid weather, the ceremony was moved indoors to the Capitol Rotunda, a departure from tradition. The audience was limited to about 600 people, including Congress members, nominees, Trump's family, and business leaders. Trump delivered a roughly 30-minute address, relatively short by his standards. He painted a picture of a nation in decline but promised a new golden age of America. The key themes were free speech, where Trump vowed to end government censorship and bring back free speech. Energy policy, he called for a national energy emergency to increase production. Immigration, Trump declared plans for a border emergency and mass deportations. And foreign policy, he made controversial statements about expanding U.S. territory and taking back the Panama Canal.
That is why each day under our administration of American patriots, we will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength. We will move with purpose and speed to bring back hope, prosperity, safety, and peace for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day. As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do. We will do it at a level that nobody's ever seen before. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices. The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill. America will be a manufacturing nation once again, and we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs. President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made. And Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form, and that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China, we gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. In recent years, our nation has suffered greatly, but we are going to bring it back and make it great again, greater than ever before. We will be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly. And nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you.
Trump hinted at rolling back diversity and inclusion policies, recognizing only two genders and ending what he called the weaponization of the justice system. He pledged to implement tariffs, increase domestic manufacturing, and restore American prosperity. Some critics, including members of Congress, described the speech as dark and divisive, while supporters saw it as a bold vision for America's future. As Trump begins his second term, the nation and the world are watching to see how these ambitious promises will translate into policy. What do you think about Trump's inauguration and his vision for America? Let us know in the comments below. Now, the world of work is changing. Technology is advancing at an unprecedented rate, and with it, the skills that are needed to succeed in the job market are also changing. So what does this mean for your job? Will it still exist in 2025? This report is based on hard data from over 1,000 employers around the world, representing a massive 14 million workers. So what's the big takeaway? The job market is transforming faster than ever. The digital revolution is here, and it's changing everything. The Future of Jobs report highlights that broadening digital access is the most transformative trend we'll see. In fact, a whopping 60% of employers believe it will completely transform their business by 2030. This means advancements in technologies like AI, robotics, and energy storage are going to reshape industries as we know them. Whether you're on the front lines or in a specialized technical role, digital literacy is no longer a bonus, it's a necessity. The global economy is in a constant state of flux, and the rising cost of living is a major game changer. The report identifies this as the second most transformative trend, impacting businesses everywhere. Despite the anticipated reduction in global inflation, the cost of living continues to soar, impacting job creation and the types of roles in demand. Let's look at this video.
The report analyzed data from over 1,000 global companies, 22 different industries, 14 million workers in 55 countries. So it was very extensive. But here's where I found it got really interesting and optimistic. We'll get to some non-optimistic parts in a bit here, but let's start with some positive parts. By 2030, 170 million new jobs will be created. On the flip side, 92 million jobs will disappear. And the workforce, it will grow by 78 million jobs overall, which is a massive shift. But why is this happening? Well, for one, there are 5 forces that we really need to keep an eye on. And these forces are reshaping everything about how we work. The first is technology. 60% of companies say digital transformation will change everything, and we're going through that right now. AI and automation aren't just trends, they're revolutionizing entire industry. But here's the surprising part. Even jobs we thought were safe from automation are changing. And we'll get to that more later on. The second is economic uncertainty. 50% of companies say inflation and cost pressures are forcing changes. Global economic growth is slowing. But here's the twist. Uncertainty is actually creating new jobs in risk management and adaptation. It's not just taking it away. Number 3 is the green transition. 47% of companies are investing heavily in reducing emissions, which is a great area, by the way, if you're interested in green tech or green coding to get into. New jobs that didn't even have names 5 years ago are now becoming crucial. And the fourth one is demographic shifts. Aging populations in developed countries, things such as growing youth populations in developing regions. This isn't just about numbers, it's creating entirely new service industries. Okay, the last one I thought was really interesting, which is geopolitical fragmentation. So 34% of companies say global tensions are affecting their operations. Supply chains are being recognized or reorganized, and new regional economic patterns are emerging. So let's dive into specifically AI and automation really deep here. Because for me, this is where things get really interesting. In this report, it shows something surprising about how work will be divided by 2030. So current work distribution is this: 47% human, 22% machine, and 30% collaboration. The 2030 projection is 33% human, 34% machine, and 33% collaboration.
Automation is one of the biggest factors that is changing the job market. Robots are becoming increasingly sophisticated and are now able to perform many tasks that were once done by humans. This is particularly true in manufacturing, where robots are now being used to assemble products, weld parts, and even paint cars. If we don't adapt, we risk increased inequality, unemployment, exacerbated skill gaps, missed opportunities in the green transition, and economic instability. But by embracing change and investing in ourselves, we can create a future where technology augments human capabilities. Workers thrive in green jobs, skills gaps are bridged through reskilling and upskilling, diverse talent pools fuel innovation, and economic value creation is shared more equitably. Now moving towards the east, South Korea's impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol has been formally arrested, triggering violent protests from his supporters. Let's break down this unprecedented situation. Early on Sunday morning, a South Korean court approved an arrest warrant for Yoon, allowing investigators to detain him for up to 20 days. Yoon faces potential charges of insurrection related to his brief declaration of martial law on December 3rd, which plunged the country into its worst political crisis since the 1980s. The arrest decision sparked chaos at the Seoul Western District Court. Dozens of Yoon's supporters broke into the building, destroying property and clashing with the police. Nearly 90 protesters were arrested and several police officers were injured. Reuters used fire extinguishers, destroyed furniture, and even sprayed water on computer servers. This incident highlights the deep political divisions in South Korea. While many celebrate Yoon's arrest, his supporters view it as a politically motivated attack. As a key US ally in East Asia, South Korea's political stability is crucial. This crisis has raised concerns about the country's democratic institutions. As South Korea grapples with this unprecedented situation, the world watches closely. Will this mark a turning point for the country's democracy or deepen its political divide? Now, Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom are reunited 11 years after their split in the new trailer of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The two were married for 4 years before calling it quits in 2013. In the trailer, Khloe is seen getting emotional as she talks about her ex-husband.
That was the love of her life.
I don't know this person anymore.
Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom are keeping up once more, and it's playing out in front of the cameras. During the season 6 trailer for the Kardashians, many fans were surprised to see the former Los Angeles Lakers player make a surprise appearance, and he shared insight into how it all came to be. Lamar said during an interview on the Kyle and Jackie O show, January 19th,
"Me and Khloe have a mutual friend. Her name is Malika, who Khloe's like assistant.
Yeah, I know Malika. Yeah, the black girl. She's
Yeah,
beautiful,
I bumped into her in Las Vegas.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I think it was Super Bowl weekend.
Oh yeah.
And
she said, "I want to catch up," and she hooked it
no,
up.
she came to me. She said, "Lamar, I think it's time for you and Khloe to, it's been years you haven't seen her.
Yeah.
If you're up for it, I think I can make it happen."
And make it happen, they did. Although the NBA alum admitted he was surprised the moment was caught on camera.
Yeah, and I went there, and there was cameras there, and I was like, "Oh, all right."
Oh, did you think, hang on, that's not what I thought? I didn't realize.
Yeah, but it's cool. I understand it.
After all, Khloe and Lamar's life together played out in front of the cameras, going back to their 2009 nuptials. While the Good American founder originally filed for divorce in 2013, following years of cheating scandals, she stopped the proceedings in 2015 after Lamar's near-fatal drug overdose at a Nevada brothel. After his recovery in 2016, the pair dissolved their marriage. However, while they are now back in touch, Lamar quickly shut down the notion that they are rekindling their romance.
No, I wouldn't say back together.
You hooking up? A little bit of something.
No. It would be a blessing just to be her friend.
And as for the option of getting back with his ex, who shares 6-year-old True and 2-year-old Tatum with ex-boyfriend Tristan Thompson, Lamar revealed why it's not an option.
I think it's healthy sometimes to move on, both
I get it.
in a healthy way. Like I said, it'd be a blessing just to be a friend, just to be around her.
And as the Kardashians' trailer teases, the reunion will be nothing short of emotional.
You guys are never gonna guess who I met with.
Who?
This is insane. That was the love of her life.
I don't know this person anymore.
I'm devastated for my child.
It's the truth. The truth hurts one time. A lie hurts 7,000 times.
Season 6 of The Kardashians is set to premiere on Hulu February 6th.
The two are seen talking about their past and their future. It is unclear what the future holds for Khloe and Lamar, but their reunion is sure to be one of the most talked about moments of the new season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Now in the world of sport, Coco Gauff's dreams of a first Australian Open title was snuffed out in the quarterfinals by Paula Badosa. Everton took advantage of injury-ravaged Tottenham's troubles with a 3-2 victory to pull clear of the Premier League relegation zone on Sunday. Sepp Straka rode a hot start to an 8-under par 64 on Saturday to seize a 4-shot lead over a trio of players heading into the final round of the USPGA Tour American Express tournament in La Quinta, California. Darwin Núñez struck twice in stoppage time to earn Liverpool a 2-0 win at Brentford and open up a 7-point Premier League lead on Saturday after Bournemouth ran riot and a 4-1 win at Newcastle. And Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti hailed humbled striker Kylian Mbappe on Saturday, saying the French forward was improving and increasingly involved in every match. And that's a wrap of today's news. Stay tuned for more like this by liking and subscribing to Reason News. Until then, stay informed and stay curious.